Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Cole. I love fun, bright, colourful makeup, and if you do too, you are in the right place. Today I'm very excited. I've had this one for a while, but I'm just a little bit behind with trying out new eyeshadow palettes at the moment. But today I'm going to be trying Singe Beauty for the first time. This is the Succulent Dew palette, and I've been waiting for a Singe palette that kind of grabs me, and this one definitely did that. They did also release some new blushes in less neutral shades, so I did pick up one of those too. So this is the Evocative Silk Blush in the shade Fearless Fig. I cannot get into it. I've just moisturised my face and my hands are a little bit. Okay, so that is the blush packaging and this is the colour inside. I'm so excited for this. I love a lilac blush and this one is so pretty. And then this is the palette. And this is what she looks like inside. It is a very me colour story. Like I said, I was waiting for something that was more me, and this is definitely my kind of colour story. The last, is it 3 releases they've done? 2 releases? They released 2 eyeshadow palettes. They've both been more on the neutral side, and because I have to order shipped from America, I was waiting for something that really kind of grabbed me. So we're going to give this a try today. I'm just going to pop on a little bit of eyeshadow primer. This is the Troublemaker Lot of Life eyeshadow primer. Okay, so as per tradition, I have no clean brushes, so we're not judging. I don't know what I want to do. I'm going to insert some swatches, but I have not swatched yet. I feel like I've done quite a bit of like pink into teal lately, so let's maybe do lilac and teal. Right, I'm going to start off with a Zoeva Luxe Defined crease, and I'm going to go into the shade, oh, these are all really hard to say, well, not all of them, but some of them. This is Rabier, I don't know. We're just going to pick this up. I'm going to start by putting this in the inner corner. Okay, that is pigmented. Oh, that is gorgeous. It's more like a periwinkle kind of blue colour rather than like a lilac that it looks in the pan. But that is stunning. We've still got a little bit of eczema on my eyelid, so if it looks a little patchy kind of here, that is why. It's definitely not the palette's fault. It's definitely my eyeballs' fault. Just also had a random stray brow hair there. Okay, and then... okay, then I think we are going to go with a slightly denser brush. Okay, this one's from Gerard Cosmetics, and we're going to go in with Spiderwort. And I'm going to take this just into the crease of where we put that periwinkle shade as well, but not right into the inner corner. That almost looks like, it's almost blended out so it looks kind of hazy. That's really interesting. The way that's blended itself out is beautiful. I have never seen a shadow blend itself out like that, but that is stunning. Okay, I don't know. I don't know why I expected any less from this, to be fair. I absolutely love Agnieszka. I've loved her channel for a long time. So I was kind of a little bit disappointed with the first two releases because they didn't feel very her, whereas I feel like this is much more her. Right, now I'm going to take a Made by Mitchell ME18, and I think we're going to go in with Agave first. I was going to go straight in with Aloe, but I think we'll do Agave first. Just because both these shades are darker on the lid than they are in the pan, so I want to kind of gauge how deep this one is. This is beautiful. I love a teal. Love a teal. I think we are going to do a touch of that deeper shade in Aloe, because I think I'm going to do the wing with this shade as well. I've not even used any shades to blend any of these out, and they've just blended so beautifully on themselves. Honestly, absolutely stunning. We are going to go in with, this is a P. Louise E93, and I'm going to take Avonia, which is this beautiful, very, very light blue. I'm just going to use this to blend out that teal and that darker purple. Not that it really needs it, but I just want a little bit more of a kind of transition. I'm going to leave that Rabia shade as it is because it's just blended itself. I'm going to take a tiny bit of Agave on that same P. Louise brush, just to add to that blend a little bit. But this might be one of the easiest formulas I've tried in terms of blending in a very long time. I'm just going to take a bit of Spiderwort on that brush and do the same there, just make sure it's not lost any vibrancy. It's got me in a chokehold. Right, okay, we're going to go back in with that Made by Mitchell ME18, and we're going to go in with Aloe now. I'm going to connect this up. Okay, this shade is definitely slightly less creamy. Still beautiful, it just took a little bit more kind of blending and building up than the others did. Like I said though, still absolutely beautiful. I really want to use this shade called Dew, because look at that. And then we've got Fog, which is like a deeper teal, and then we've got Drop. Why are these not focusing? Please focus. So we've got Dew, I've forgotten the names already. This one's Drop, and this one is Fog. Okay, I think I'm going to start with Drop, which is that lilac shimmer. This is gorgeous. And I am somewhat packing that over that Aloe shade. I'm so impressed by this palette. Right, we're then going to go in with Dew, which is that first one I swatched, the lighter blue. I think this is more like a topper shade. Just going to go in with Drop on my finger and just intensify that. Now, can you necessarily tell that's two different shimmers? No, because the other one's so reflective that it kind of just looks like the light's different, which is kind of insane when you think about it. But they're both absolutely beautiful. Right, okay, I'm going to do the other eye, I'm going to do the rest of my face minus blush, and then I'll come back. Okay, so the rest of my face is on. Pretty much everything, as always, is from my project pan. I'm gonna go in with the blush now. I'm just gonna wipe this brush off. It's currently got a lot of pink blush on it. So we're gonna go in with Fearless Fig. I was gonna say, I was like, I swear something just dropped out there then. It's just the plastic. No panic. Okay, let me just check that this is definitely... Okay. It's just stained pink. I don't know how much of these to go in with. From what I've seen, they're quite sheer, but I've only really seen people use the neutral ones. Oh! Yes. I'm so in. I'm so in. I love a lilac blush. I love them even more when I'm tanned, but even when I'm pale. And this is like the most gorgeous, like sheeny colour. Sheeny finish is what I meant, not colour. Ooh, yes. Love. I liked the look of the first release of shades, but none of them were very me. I'm not a neutral blush gal. I am a purple blush gal, and a bright pink blush gal, and a luminous orange blush gal. They just weren't quite my vibe. If you're into neutral blushes though, I definitely recommend having a look. But this formula is stunning. Oh, I love this. I love it. Am I wearing too much? Probably. Do I care? No, I really don't. Right, okay, let's do the under eyes. I'm going to go in with that P. Louise E93. I quite want to do this dark purple, I think, on the under eyes. This is Opaliner. Could be. Could not be. Okay, I've been trying the new Vive mascara and I'm pretty sure I hate it. It flakes. I'm just, no, not a fan, not a fan. I've got a Charlotte Tilbury one to try, and then once I've done that I can go back and pick up Lancome Hypnose again, because I think I'm just going to stop using this Vive one. It's just not plausible. It just does my head in. I have got it here today to use, to be fair. So I'm just going to pop a little bit on my bottom lashes. I also don't really like the brush, it's massive. But yeah, the fact it flakes. Also, it's super clumpy, no matter what you do with it. Which I don't mind. But I think that probably doesn't help with the flaking. Like, I've not even been bothering putting it on my normal lashes, like on my top lashes, to like blend into my falsies, because it just makes such a bloody mess. I haven't bothered. Right, okay, for the inner corner, I think first I want to go in with Avonia, which is that very light matte blue. And then we're going to top it with a shimmer, but I just really wanted to put this in the inner corner. I thought it would look beautiful. Oh, yes. I feel like this shade, when I've got a tan, just on its own on the lid is going to look absolutely incredible. Okay, and then I'm going to take a tiny bit of drip, which is this like pink reflect, white shimmer with a pink reflect. I'm just going to put this right in the inner corner. Okay, I love that. I love that. Okay, for lips, I just bought out for a basic bitch combo. P. Louise liner in Came to Play. And I'm not doing this as deep as I normally would, I'm just doing my lip line today. And then Charlotte Tilbury Bitch Perfect, because we're trying to finish it. And I want to give the cheeks their moment. Like, I did think about doing like a purple liquid lipstick, but then I was like, I think I'll take away from the cheeks. Alright, let's see what the fringe is doing. That's a look. That's certainly a look. Okay, we're gonna leave it straight back for today, I think. So that is the final look. What do we think? I love how this turned out, and I cannot wait to play with this palette more. It's so me. And this look is beautiful. I'm so pleased with how it turned out. Let me know what you think. If you want to see me palette bingo with this one, do let me know in the comments down below. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more from me, hit subscribe. And if you want to make sure you never miss another video, hit the bell icon and YouTube will notify you next time I post. You've been fabulous. I've been Cola the Ball, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.